To truly understand the 2012 St. Mary Thunderbolts, a history lesson is needed. In 2010, the team finished an outstanding season with only one blemish, a loss to arch-rival St. Michael's in the last regular season game of the year. The Thunderbolts finished their 2010 campaign with a stalwart record of 7-1. That loss became the driving force for the following year, when as fifth graders, the Thunderbolts came back with a furious vengeance and hammered St. Michael's, scoring a 21-0 victory in 2011. That victory gave the fifth grade Thunderbolts a 7-0 regular season record and the 2011 division championship. Unfortunately, the Thunderbolts lost their bowl game against St. Ambrose that year. They fell behind early and fell just short in their comeback attempt, losing 13-6. Just like their loss against St. Michael's the year before, the boys vowed not to let that happen again. The rest, as they say, is history. As their sixth grade classmates were enjoying the last days of summer vacation, the mighty Thunderbolts of St. Mary's began preparing for the 2012 sixth grade football season. Sweltering heat and off-season injuries would not deter the young hooligans from the unrelenting pursuit of perfection. 4 grueling weeks of hard-hitting, helmet-crashing practices had the Bolts primed for a championship run. The thundering green and yellow came out of the gates like a thunderbolt thrown by Zeus himself, with lopsided victories over St. Joseph's of Avon Lake, St. Jude's, St. Angela's, Marici, and St. Mary's of Berea. The offense was proficient by Aaron Land, and the defense was decisively uncharitable by allowing only 14 points during these games. These victories were a prelude to the season-defining matchups versus rivals St. Ambrose and St. Michael's. It was at this point when the young Thunderbolts showed what teamwork, will, and determination will yield. The battle-tested Bolts were able to exact some measure of revenge against the Angels of St. Ambrose with a destructive blowout 28-6. This was followed up by an equally convincing defeat of arch-rival St. Michael's 25-0, putting to rest any question of, who's the alpha dog now? The Thunderbolts capped their perfect regular season off with a well-balanced performance and victory over West Park Catholic Academy. The Thunderbolts' opening playoff game was a closer than anticipated wake-up call, a 19-13 victory over the number 4 seed St. Francis de Sales. The Bolts came out sluggish, but through sheer grit and determination, gutted out a victory. The Bolts used this experience to refocus their energies and return to the practice field with an unparalleled resolve to be champions. The semifinal opponent, St. Joseph and John, proved to be a different challenge altogether for the Thunderbolts squad. The passing game was the focus of their offense. To combat this, the coaches implemented a new defensive scheme, which the boys were able to implement and execute, resulting in a not as close as it sounds 19-2 victory, leading to the championship rematch against St. Ambrose Angels. Save the history lesson, the Thunderbolts wanted revenge for last year's loss to St. Ambrose. They were to get that chance in this year's championship game. While a 65-degree sunny day would have worked beautifully, it was not to be. The heavens provided us with a perfectly horrible 38-degree day with gale-force winds and rain that actually came in sideways and up. Our boys were not to be denied. They remained unrelenting in their pursuit of victory. Storming through the elements, the Thunderbolts posted a well-fought 19-6 victory over the Angels of St. Ambrose. Their frozen hands and bodies were warmed by the blanket of a CYO championship and an undefeated 10-0 season. Reflecting on the 2012 Thunderbolt football season, the question begs to be asked, what makes this team so special? Was it the fact that the offense was well balanced and disciplined, scoring 241 points? Was it the tenacious defense, which allowed only 41 points all year? Was it the camaraderie of the boys or the disciplined coaching staffs that knew which buttons to push? The truth is, this was an extraordinary combination of dedicated coaches, lovingly fanatical parents, and a group of boys who embody the notion that the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have.